are live. Welcome to my December live on December calendar. It's the 1st of December, and as many of you have experienced in past years, December is an extremely hectic month and it triggers all sorts of emotions in us. So I put together this calendar where I'll be sharing tools that will help you to not only cope through these hectic times, but to help you thrive through it. So today is day 1 of my Christmas calendar, and if it's your first time dropping in, my name is Miriam Nabunya. I am a mindset, confidence and life coach, and I really hope these tools can help you thrive through this season and for you to also enjoy it. We have a way of getting so sucked into all of the hecticalities of this season that we lose the pleasures of what this month actually represents. So we're in December and you're feeling that it's very hectic and you have a peace, because this live is about guarding your peace through hectic seasons such as this one, but also you can implement these tools and gems in other seasons. So let's start. Give me objectives to work with if you feel struggling to take or receive these tools. So let's start with guarding your peace. First and foremost, I've asked this before, do you have inner peace to guard? Do you feel like you actually have a peace to maintain and guard? Many of us maybe don't have that, and I'm talking specifically to you, because if you feel like this past this past fall has been hectic in itself, and numbers of COVID infections rising, the cold is coming, maybe financial setbacks, and you just feel like I just can't get a break. Sis, take a step back. I always say this, take a step back. I know it's easier said than done, but that's the starting point. Analyze your life and your day-to-day life as you know it. Do you have peace? If you don't, do you remember last time you had peace? Last time when you felt like you were in alignment? Because you know that you can be in alignment although there's a bunch of chaos happening around you, but you can still maintain your peace. I'm a big advocate on guarding your peace, and even in hectic times. So that's why I went live right now. So ask yourself, do you have peace? And if not, when did you last have peace? What were you doing? What routines did you have? What habits were you living out that were actually adding to your life rather than taking from your life? And that's a very common pattern that we can fall into, where you are engaging in patterns that actually are subtracting from your life rather than adding to it. Your habits and your routines should help you maintain the life and the peace that you desire. So ask yourself if you have peace. My second question when it comes to guarding your peace in hectic times, where do you feel like you lack the most peace? Is it based on your workload? That's quite common. I know many of you are business owners, you are leaders, you have a massive family obligations. So when it comes to work, if work is really taking from you and not adding to what you're going through this season, can you put up a priority list? Not everything has to be done right now. Not everything is a high priority task. You need to get better at finding out what are high priority tasks and what are low priority tasks, and those can be also panned out throughout the whole season. So maybe in this season, in this month of December, you don't need to do everything at once. Find out when it comes to work, what is the most important task that you have to take care of before Christmas and before New Year's Eve? This is going to add to you maintaining your peace, believe me. And this is like many tools and many self-development tools. They're easier said than done. But if you actually take a step back and have a critic eye towards what you're doing, when you're doing it, you actually figure out like, hey, I actually don't need to do this until in the beginning of January. It can wait. That's one stressful thing off your list. That's work. Second thing, many of you are probably stressing over shopping, buying gifts. You want to give, but you don't know where to start. You don't know if you have the finances for it, and you don't have the time. What do you have finances for? What do you have time for? And who do you want to gift? You can't be Santa Claus for everybody. I know it's tough to hear, because especially like us women, we have a caring nature. So we want to give, we want to cater to others, we want to make others happy. But do you really need to put that on you? I think not. So write a list. Who are the priority individuals or even organizations that you feel like you want to give to? When you have that, okay, what finances do you have that can support that? Because sometimes we have actually more time than we have financial means to solve different tasks and problems or wishes that we have. So if you want to buy gifts, you feel like everything is, time is going, time is leaving you. Okay, who do you want to buy gifts for? What can you afford? Sometimes a homemade gift is so much better than a store-bought gift. So think about that. When you know who you want to gift, think about what's important for them. What is in the foundation of your relationship? Sometimes they just need your time. And if you ask me, time is the greatest gift we can ever give anybody else. So maybe even make homemade gift certificates on a dinner, homemade dinner. Maybe go for a walk. Maybe even go to catch a movie or so. Be practical and also be kind to yourself with your financial means and your time. You'll be amazed how many people who will value your time more than any gift that you can ever get them. Next thing, what other things can be really triggering your hectic alert right now? It can be that loneliness. Loneliness is big in this season. You can be sucked up with work and get so sucked into it. When you actually raise your head to take a breather, you realize that you've been so busy that all of your close ones are also busy with other things. They're not sitting around waiting for you. So now you feel lonely. You're not alone, sis. And it's okay. It's okay. So how do you want to solve this loneliness? Sometimes it's just about a phone call, talking to somebody. Maybe you're missing your family because you can't travel. You know what? Zoom, FaceTime, Teams, all of those tools are here for us. Use them. Use them. Do you know that you can have a dinner with your family across the country via Zoom or Teams? Sometimes that's the most simple and also most rewarding activity that you can do in these circumstances. Remember, these tools are for helping you guard your peace. Loneliness creeps upon us most of the times because we didn't see it coming. We didn't prepare for it. We've been too sucked in our day-to-day lives that we haven't thought about what will happen when everything quiets down. And the deeper we come into this month, the more you will acknowledge how things start to quiet down. When that time comes, what do you want to fill your time with? Maybe you have a lot of things you want to do around your house. Maybe you have some on small projects that you want to bring to life. Prepare for them. Prepare for them, because by putting yourself to work, by preparing yourself for the different seasons or phases of this month, you'll be all right. You'll be all right, and you will be able to maintain the peace that you actually want in your life. Believe me, family. Truly, truly, this works. So what did we go through? I'm talking about guarding your peace in hectic times. We've spoken about, do you have peace? You can't guard something you actually don't have. So figure out if you actually do have peace. And if you don't, when did you last have peace? What routines were you doing? What habits were you maintaining to actually have that peace? Try to backtrack and go back to that. It's not too late. This is the year of transformation. It's coming to an end, but we are not done yet. So find your peace if you don't have it. And if you have it, sister, guard it. It's your responsibility. Anything else that is, yes, dismantling your peace. Work. We spoke about work. When it comes to work, figure out what are high priority tasks, what are low priority tasks, and how can you plan them out in a timeline. Not everything has to be done right now, today. Don't be the crutch in your own wheels, giving you stress. Trust me, stress will find you. Stress will find you, but if you have your own armor to guard your peace, it will just brush off you. So we also spoke about shopping. You want to gift. You want to gift people in your life, maybe even people in other people's lives, because you feel you have a cheerful heart, and that's not a bad thing. But you also have to prepare yourself so you don't give too much of what you actually don't even have. So write down a list of who do you want to gift. What is the foundation of your relationship, and use that information. Some people actually just want your time, and that's the greatest gift that you can ever give anybody. So if people that you want to gift appreciate your presence, what about giving them gift cards of doing different activities with you? It can be baking, it can be a home cooked meal, it can be going for a movie or something alike. Look into it. Don't go out there in the stores and spend money that you actually don't have and be irritated of everybody else Christmas shopping when you know you could have prepared much better for this. And the fourth thing we've been speaking about is loneliness. Loneliness blossoms in this season. It does. Although there's a lot of people in commotion, a lot of people walking around doing their own things, but you can still feel so lonely with a lot of people around you. Prepare for the phase when everything quiets down, when you're not occupied with work, when you're not occupied with shopping. What do you want to fill that time with? Is it to see somebody? Do you miss your family that you can't go travel and see? Can you book different sessions of video conferences with your family over dinner, or maybe when you're decorating the tree, just so you can take part of what's happening at your family's house, although you are not there? We can't fight loneliness. It's just about preparation. It's just about reflecting around it, because the tricky thing with loneliness is when it feels like it hits you without you seeing it, and then you are sitting there all alone, starting to feel sorry for yourself, throw yourself a pity party, and maybe even self-medicate or just engage in toxic behavior. I don't want that for you. So thank you so much for dropping in. This has been my very first Christmas calendar, day 1, about guarding your peace in hectic season. And December is one of the most hectic seasons of them all. Give me objectives. If you are thinking, yeah, Miriam, that sounds very good and jolly, but what about? What about what? Let me know. Just write it in the comments. I will be active in the comments. I will answer there. But just remember, this can be a joyful season for you as well, all through of it, in everything that you're supposed to do, in everything that you wish to accomplish during this season. The year is not finished yet. Transformation is just outside of your door. Open the door and let it in. Have a lovely day.